Your Excellencies, honored dignitaries, and party members from all over Ghana, it is with great pride that I stand here before you today to reaffirm the heartfelt cooperation between NPP and Konrad Adenauer Stiftung, or KAS in short, a German political foundation that is committed to the fostering of democratic and political exchange across countries and that has been active in Ghana since 60 years. Our collaboration with NPP spans decades and is built on a common foundation: the belief in democratic participation for every citizen, the power of a market-orientated economy that allows prosperity for everybody, and the responsibility of the state for its people. We are honored to support the vision of NPP, a vision of a Ghana where opportunities, freedom, and dignity are not privileges, but the right of every citizen. All over the world, we are currently navigating challenging times where trust in institutions is increasingly under pressure. In both Ghana and Germany, we are called to find new ways to remain responsive to the everyday concerns of our citizens, be it jobs, education, security, or social cohesion. In an ever-changing world, ladies and gentlemen, there is no greater truth than this: challenges are best met together. The long-standing collaboration between NPP and KAS is a practical expression of solidarity between democratic forces across continents. As we look ahead, let us continue to stand together, KAS and NPP, in pursuit of a common goal: a democratic future marked by peace, by prosperity, and the well-being of all people. Thank you very much.
And with that, we come to the end of the messages from all our well-wishers. Thank you, Konrad Adenauer Stiftung and the Christian Democratic Union. Next, we have messages from internal personalities. I hand over now to my co-MC, the interesting, amazing Henry Nanabuachi.
Thank you very much. Kukudu! Kukudu! Thank you very much. Now we will receive a message from the young, dynamic General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party, your General Secretary, my General Secretary, everybody's General Secretary, lawyer, Justice Frimpong Kodia is the General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party.
Chairman for conference, our revered acting Vice Chairman, Chairman Dankwa Smith-Bute, Your Excellencies, the former President J. Kufuor, and former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Your Excellency, the former Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mohamedou Bawumia, and your spouse, Her Excellency Hajia Samira Bawumia, members of Steering Committee, members of National Executive Committee, National Council, our dear delegates of the annual Delegates Conference, our revered minority leader, our members of Parliament, our
conference here, KOFI, hopes are high.
The hopes are high. The spirit of the party is high. You can see the enthusiasm that when BR also, you better recapture power 2028.
Position.
And National Council, including a constitutional review committee. The base na ebimo kakasa bako. They say anything yatiso at the Ababegina 56. 56 no we have put in motion form. And the conference and the second highest decision making body of our party. At the conference taking motion it through. The Adodo back can say Yaji Tumuno would be carried. The Adodo back can say Yaji Tumuno would be rejected. And no any Jumadia Kasiapa and the Yabedine and the Ewa.
From top to down, Ube Yasi this uncle for the grassroots no Ebeka BBC home.
Okay, say top to down, how person say
grassroots involving the grassroots in decision making.
Oh, of course, our party organizational structure of our party. Also, the party shall be based on polling station, electoral area, diaspora, our external branches, regional, national, sana etie. And no decision, you know, you're a form for no, and the pagan is at the ecosro. And a form for not being cheddar, and we hear pa, need to choose a person who did in Kunim dia. And who hear papa.
Ubako for opposition review, next elections.
I will say, Obi Oba Stadium, maybe Abekano Cratcher will say. Obi Oba Stadium, maybe Abekano Cratcher will say. Maybe I'm FBA, no, BIA can say our next national organizer. You see, me not just a member of NPP. I'm a believer of New Patriotic Party. Me a believer of your party values. Me a believer of your party ideology, your philosophy. And until again, see the spirit in me. Say with me in charge as the next. Now strong kokra na be gina brane amankunimdie no ayekese e de ama New Patriotic Party.
The challenge in very high or that particular position.
Yeah, we organizer because organization goes beyond just mobilization. Organization goes beyond machoism. What is the nature now? Organization goes beyond yes. What is the nature now? Yes. I was say, oh yes, strategic thinker. When it comes to operations, also yes, security conscious. As an organizer, there are certain qualities we are exhibited on the field. And as general, no, who say, who say, oh yeah, comfort. Na body womo. But as you say, audition ankoa akwa edwane. Nti wo audition no, e was say, who take it front line. Na who say battle no. And yes, sir, what you want to be ebe catcher on them no one no, you are involved.
Final words.
The final words is ashefo ehwe Ghana for enyina enim se no kra ye bakope ye pasa yen and what it takes to maximize the welfare of our people. Mesme Damas.
In 2028. Ladies and gentlemen of the conference, The party not long ago also established what we refer to as the Patriotic Institute. And the Patriotic Institute is a game changer for our party. An institute that is going to train, give orientation to all the rank and file of our party, for us to appreciate and understand the history of our party, our ideology, and also to equip our communicators on how to communicate effectively and disseminate our information to the whole country. Not long ago, the National Executive Committee of the party, they satisfied with the decision by the Electoral Commission to do a rerun in some 19 polling stations in Ablekuma North, decided to boycott the whole election process. And as the party took the decision, it was done for good reasons. Because National Executive Committee, upon all the informations, the evidence that was adduced at NEC, came to the firm conclusion that indeed the NPP had won the elections at Ablekuma North. We had all our scam copies of our pin sheets in the 281 polling stations, which gave us a clear winning of 414 votes. And therefore, we were surprised that the Electoral Commission decided to call for a rerun. On principle, we felt that it was a wrong decision and it's a bad precedent being set by the Electoral Commission. And this is very dangerous for our future politics and future elections. Ladies and gentlemen of Congress, one area that the party is very, very, very serious about is discipline in our party. Let us all understand that today we are national officers of the party, we are members of parliament, we are members of council of elders, but people have occupied these positions before. And therefore, those who have intentions of aspiring to lead the party, be it as flag bearer, be it as national officers, we must understand that our individual interests cannot override the supreme interest of the New Patriotic Party. Any person who has any intention to lead our party must respect the structures of our party and must respect authority of the New Patriotic Party. I call on you, conference, that the party has clearly given directives. And until we officially open nominations for aspirants or aspiring aspirants to go around the country to convince and talk to the rank and file of our party, let us continue to deny people from coming to our regions and our constituencies. Because we must be a disciplined party, and anyone who wants to lead the party must also exhibit discipline. Today, as I indicated, is going to pave the way for us to have victory in 2028. And as a party, we must look each other in the eye and remember who we are. We are not broken. We are not defeated. Neither have we lost. We are builders. We are dreamers. We are fighters. We are servants of the Ghanaian people. So I ask you today, what is our purpose? Why do we gather here? Why do we wear the blue, red, and white colors of this party with pride? It is because we believe. We believe in development, in freedom. We believe in responsibilities. We believe in enterprise. We believe in the future of Ghana. Ghana needs us. The youth are watching us. The farmers are watching us. The traders are watching us. Vision and ambition to make sure that this, at the end of the day, they want to vote for an opposition party that is ready for power. And therefore, actions, inactions that seeks to divide us, that bring acrimony, that bring tension to us, needs to be relegated so that Ghanaians will see us as a proper, responsible, and viable opposition party that will wrestle them from the misery that they are going under the watch of His Excellency John Mahama and the NDC government. Ghanaians are asking the NDC questions. Ghanaians are asking President John Mahama, you promised us that you are going to reset the country for the better. You made noise about Galamsey in Ghana. You got certain civil society groups to come after our administration under His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Today, what is the state of Galamsey in Ghana? To the extent that in his own backyard, in his own constituency, Galamsey is everywhere, Galamsey there, Galamsey where, Galamsey everywhere in Bale Bamboy constituency. President Mahama, Ghanaians are also asking you, what is the position of the NDC on the LGBTQ bill? You have gone silent on it, and Ghanaians are asking questions. Religious bodies are asking questions. That the promise that you made, that when you come into government, you will pass the bill. We are waiting for you. And again, Ghanaians are asking you that we are suffering with your D-levy. The hardship on us is something which is very unbearable. And Ghanaians are asking questions on your government. Ghanaians never knew about and termination of appointment. Fellow Kukudais, ladies and gentlemen, let our answer be loud. Let it be clear. Let it be bold. Yes, yes, the new Patriotic Party is ready. The new Patriotic Party will use this conference as a tool in our attempt to recapture power in 2028. And with a united front, devoid of individualism, I can assure you, I can tell you that in 2028, victory is coming. In 2028, the new Patriotic Party will win the elections. In 2028, Ghana will see the new Patriotic Party in the helm of affairs. Thank you very much, and God bless us all.
Be on your feet, let's do it together. Very energetic message from the General Secretary. Quick introductions. We also want to acknowledge our father, our uncle. He is a founding member of the New Patriotic Party, former treasurer, and he is the chairman for the National Council of Elders. Our own father, Honorable Hakman Owusu-Agyemang, thank you very much. We thank you very much for coming. Former chairman, former campaign manager, Chairman McMahon, thank you. Former national youth organizer, former national organizer, former general secretary, John Buedu, thank you very much. Former national chairman, Honorable Freddie Wasmer-Wuble, and the longest serving leader in parliament. He was a minority leader, he became a majority leader. Honorable Osei Che Mensah Bonsu. Honorable Osei Che Mensah Bonsu, thank you very much for gracing this occasion. National Second Vice Chairperson, Madame Rita Talata Sobaya is here. National Third Vice Chairperson, Alhaj Masawudu. Chairman Buga Buga. Chairman, thank you very much for coming. National Nasara Coordinator is here, Alhaj Aziz Futa. And again, the National Youth Organizer, Salam Mustafa, is also here. Kate Jamfua is the National Women's Organizer. National Treasurer just delivered his report. Again, before I call on the next speaker, let me acknowledge the leadership in Parliament. They are doing an excellent work in Parliament. Led by the Osanhene Alexander Afenyo-Markin, we have the Deputy Minority Leader as our own mother, Honorable Patricia Apeje, MP Asokwa, Chief Whip MP in Sanwom is also Honorable Frank Ano Dompre, Deputy Chief Whips, Honorable Habib Idrisu Tolon, and Jerry Ahmed Shaibu Weja. On that note, let me welcome our leader in Parliament, the leader of the mighty minority, the man who is doing so well, the young man making waves, Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin, to give us a message from our Parliament. Honorable Kwamina Afenyo Markin, you are welcome to deliver a statement from our Parliament.
Anyangle male jata, jata ela o fiade, ela o la o side, o ma lo, o ma lo, o ma lo, o ma lo, o ma lo. Anyangle jata, jata ela o fiade. Man of our party, Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia, and your dear spouse, our respected former colleague, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, and former running mate of our dear party, members of the diplomatic corps, national executives of our great party, distinguished members of the Council of Elders, Second Deputy Speaker of Parliament, colleagues in leadership, honorable mighty minority members of Parliament, regional executives, constituency executives, distinguished delegates, representatives from our external branches, fellow patriots, members of TESCON, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. Let us recall the piercing wisdom of our revered former President, John Agyekum Kufuor. It is better to be a cleaner in a party in power than the General Secretary of a party in opposition. These words echo with urgency today as we gather in the shadow of our 2024 defeat. A loss that stings, not because we failed, but because Ghana is now paying the price in the NDC's hollow promises. Barely months into their tenure, the NDC's betrayal is glaring. New levies on fuel have spiked pump prices, crushing ordinary Ghanaians. Their pledge to end Galamsey has collapsed into chaos. The president calls that our nation has become a brazen assault on our judiciary, starting with the shameful vilification of our Chief Justice. Their promise of change, a sham, with schemes afoot to funnel our mineral wealth to their cronies. Worst of all, the questionable Ablekuma rerun, where NDC-affiliated tax attacked our candidate, Nana Ekwe-Afriye, former MP Hawa Kumsin, and journalists exposed their willingness to trample democracy with violence. The message is clear. NDC is a failure. Ghana deserves better. Our 2024 loss exposed our cracks, internal rifts, faltering resolve, and a message that didn't connect. Yet this defeat is not our end. It is our crucible, fortifying us for the battles ahead. You must channel this moment of disillusionment into a movement of renewal, turning pain into purpose. Let me share a story that should humble all of us. In 2005, a democratically elected leader stood at the gate of American Empire. The United States had denied Narendra Modi a visa, not for any criminal conviction, but because here was a man who had won the trust of millions, yet reduced to persona non grata on the global stage. That day, that would define not his future, but the destiny of his party and some 1.5 billion people. Today, that same man commands audience at the G20, addresses joint sessions of the United States Congress, and leads one of the world's most growing economies. Recently, he visited our republic and addressed our parliament, stating, "True democracy promotes discussions and debate. It unites people. It supports dignity and promotes human rights." I couldn't agree more. Modi's journey from global pariah to world statesman offers us, the NPP, a roadmap from our current wilderness to future victory. Modi's resurrection began with a revolutionary principle. In a nation fractured by castes, religious, ethnic, and linguistic differences, he declared, "All the citizens, all the voters are my countrymen." Fellow patriots, look around us this very afternoon. Look at the divisions that have sprouted like weeds since our defeat. We cannot, we must not allow 2024 to become the year that destroyed the NPP. From this moment, we speak with one voice. We move with one resolve. We are not Achim, Ashanti, Fante, Mamprushi, Gonja, Ga, or Ewe. We are NPP. We are not North or South. We are Ghana first. Modi's transformation was built on principles that never wavered. Service before self, performance over promises, dignity through opportunity. These values are not foreign to us. They are our foundation. Buzia believed in service before self. Dankwa championed dignity through opportunity. Dombo sacrificed his leadership rights and fought for performance over promises. We have not lost our way because we forgot our policies. We have lost our way because we abandoned our principles. Modi's political resurrection was built on methodical grassroots mobilization. From the mid-1980s onwards, he trekked to villages others ignored, sat with farmers others dismissed, and listened to the dreams others regarded as impossible. Perhaps we became a party talking to itself in Accra. We must become a party of Ghana talking to Ghana. Our constituency executives must master every polling station. Our polling station chairpersons must know every voter. Our electoral area coordinators must understand every community's dreams. Modi's greatest achievement was rebranding not just himself, but India's entire narrative. The country known for poverty became known for possibilities. But this rebranding wasn't cosmetic, it was substantive. We cannot rebrand ourselves through better slogans. We must rebrand ourselves through better results and strong character. This conference marks as we gather under the theme, rebuilding together with our values. We are called not only to reflect, but to renew. We are called to look inward and ask ourselves the hard questions. Who are we? What binds us? And where are we going? We are in a season that demands sober reflection, radical unity, and a return to first principles. This is a time of transition, a time when we are repositioning as a party in opposition, It is a time to rebuild, a time to reconnect with our grassroots, to re-express our ideals with clarity and reconnect to the Ghanaian people with bold new vision for the future. We are at a critical juncture as a party, not because our tradition is broken, but because it is being tested by an electoral defeat, internal tensions, unmet expectations, and the competing ambition of people who want to serve. But let us remind ourselves, ambition must never override party loyalty. Competition must never erode patriotism, and political differences must never poison the well of unity. Dear patriots, every political tradition, every movement that has endured storms and achieved victories has been built on one unshakable foundation: unity. Without unity, we are just individuals with ambition. But with unity, we become a force, a party with direction, discipline, and destiny. Unity does not mean uniformity. It doesn't mean we all agree on everything. It means loyalty to a shared purpose. It means commitment to the flag, the same values, and the same future. The NPP has never been merely a political organization. We are a tradition built on the sweat, sacrifice, and convictions of patriots who came before us. Patriots who believed in liberty, human dignity, the rule of law, and the boundless potential of the Ghanaian people. Realized through leadership is empty without a united party. Like the BJP, we have known both power and opposition. We have faced criticism and internal differences. But unity is the absence of is not the absence of disagreement. It is a decision to prioritize collective strength over individual ambition. If we are to reclaim our position of leadership and trust, we must first reclaim the spirit of unity, discipline, and shared purpose that build this party. We must reconnect with the base, re-engage the grassroots, and rise together, not as isolated contenders, but as unified movement. We must rebuild, yes, but not as scattered stones. We must rebuild together, brick by brick, anchored in our values and in the unshakable belief that no individual is bigger than the NPP. That belief must reflect our tone, our language, our strategy, and most importantly, in our posture towards one another. Internal discord, suspicions, and disunity have cost us. We must learn from our losses, and we must do so quickly. And I ask again, what are our values? Our party, guided by the enduring motto, development in freedom, stands for democratic accountability, the rule of law, free enterprise, and national self-confidence. Rooted in the Dankwa Dombo Buzia tradition, we are inspired by a deep sense of perseverance, resilience, and an unyielding faith in Ghana's manifest destiny as a free, just, and prosperous society of opportunities. We believe in building a nation where every Ghanaian, regardless of the circumstance of birth, gender, ethnicity, or religion, must be offered the chance to rise through merit, effort, and enterprise. Our vision of a property-owning democracy has evolved beyond land or housing to mean giving every citizen a stake in national progress through education, healthcare, financial inclusion, and decent jobs. Every child and youth must be equipped with the skills, values, confidence, and opportunity to be entrepreneurial or to climb the professional career ladder. From rural development and bold social interventions to industrialization, the NPP remains committed to inclusive growth, law and order, and empowering all Ghanaians to shape their own destinies in a free society. We believe in inclusive growth that lifts farmers, teachers, traders, and students together. We stand for law and order, the bedrock of peace and progress. We uphold democratic accountability where leaders serve, not rule. Hate campaigns and the subtle sabotage. Hate campaigns and the subtle sabotage. It is time to choose unity over ego and party over self. If we fight one another, we will end up falling together. But if we fight for one another, we shall rise together. We have known victory and defeat. We've made mistakes, but we are not a broken party. We are only a battle-tested party. We must not allow current challenges to blur our vision or break our ranks. Yes, we have differences. Yes, we've made mistakes, but we must never forget we are what we stand for and where we are going. Let this be a reminder. No matter how talented a leader is, they are nothing without a united, disciplined, and visionary party behind them. That symbiosis, leader and party rising together, it's what we must seek to achieve. No individual can make it alone. Everyone needs the party. Since the NDC government assumed office in January, we've witnessed a very disturbing development. Intimidation of our party members and a dangerous trend of persecution of our leaders and supporters. These attacks are not random. They are strategic attempts to weaken us, but they will fail. They will fail because our response will be unity. Our motto moving forward from today should be touch one, touch all. Purpose over personal ambition. No force can ever stop us in 2028. When we are united, no external force can divide us. But when we are divided, even our strength can be used against us. Rebuilding does not mean avoiding or overlooking our differences. It means confronting them with maturity. It means refusing to let factions become permanent fractures. It means calling each other back to the center, the core which brought us this far. Your servant in Parliament hereby assure you through me that the NPP caucus remains resolute. We are not retreating. We are strong, united and committed to the values and ideologies of our party. We shall continue to defend the legacy of our party in Parliament, hold governments accountable, and show the Ghanaian people that we remain the better alternative. To our aspiring candidates, let this be a season of sober reflection. There is room for all of us at the table, but there is no room for selfish ambition. Let us rise above the temptation to win at all costs and choose instead to serve at all costs. Delegates, the future of our party rests in the choices we make today. Let us choose unity over division. Let us all rally around our elected leaders and reignite hope among our base. To our grassroots, you are the lifeblood of this great tradition. Your sacrifices, your patience, and unwavering loyalty have kept us afloat in seasons of triumph and in valleys of loss. And so to you, I say, hold on, do not lose hope. We shall rise again. The elephant has only stumbled. It has not been defeated. You have never given up on us. And we, your servants in Parliament, will never give up on you either. And to our youth, you form the majority, and your energy, your voice, and your ideas are not just welcome, they are essential. TESCOM, this is your moment. Stay grounded to our values. Stay focused on the bigger picture. Know that the future of this party belongs to you, the TESCOM youth, and our youth scattered all over the country. Learn clarity, build with purpose, and sustain the NPP legacy that has been entrusted to you. It is time to stop feeling sorry for ourselves. Yes, we lost 2024 elections in a big way, but let us be clear, this was not a defeat born out of failure. It was a perfect storm of adversity no government in the Fourth Republic has ever had. From the banking crisis that threatened to collapse our financial system, which we spent billions fixing, restoring confidence and stability, to the global COVID-19 pandemic that brought the world to its knees. Then came the Russia-Ukraine war, unleashing the harshest cost of living crisis in generation. And through it all, we governed with a hung parliament and an opposition speaker. No government in our democratic history faced this scale of compounded crisis. Yet, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in the driving seat, we held the line. We do not downplay the struggle the Ghanaian people had to endure, but we should commend them because it was a sacrifices day, including the bondholders, made, which led to the big economic recovery we started witnessing from early 2024. We endured, the people endured, and still we delivered. That was leadership, tested best in major crisis. We should not be shy of the mighty gains we made under very difficult circumstances under Nana Akufo-Addo. We fixed the crisis and handed over an economy with stronger GDP growth than what we inherited in 2017. We built historic levels of gold and foreign exchange reserves the current administration is now relying on to prop up the city and support the economy. We created jobs. We built more roads than any government in 8 years span and implemented free SHS, a globally unprecedented feat in a country where most students are boarders. We industrialized like never before, from 1D, 1F and industrial parks to an emerging automotive sector that positions Ghana as a manufacturing hub of Africa's single market. We expanded health infrastructure, revitalized agriculture, and rolled out STEM so boldly. The STEM education agenda, we successfully rolled it out to equip our youth with skills for the jobs of tomorrow. Thanks to Matthew Opoku Prempeh and Dr. Educhum. We set Ghana on irreversible digitalization path, placing our nation at the forefront of promising digital economy and after. Fellow patriots, rather than feeling sorry for ourselves, let us face the truth. We took the hard, necessary decisions to save this economy. And now, Mohammed's government is taking propaganda credit, reaping where it has not sown when they talk about resetting, where it is the so-called 24-hour economy, the gold board or anything else. They are simply rebranding our achievements and marketing them at all. In closing, I want to reiterate our theme, rebuilding together with our values. It is a charge. It is a call to realign, to renew and to rise together. And we rise again in unity and in the enduring spirit of our party, our great NPP. And I say to all of you, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we fear no evil. Let us go back to our roots. Let us rebuild with courage. Let us reimagine our future. And let us reclaim the spirit that built this party. A spirit of sacrifice, of loyalty, of conviction. We've done it before. We can do it again. And let it be that by the grace of God, we will. God bless us all. God bless the NPP. And God bless our beloved nation, Ghana. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, the minority leader, the strong and dynamic Honorable Afenyo Markin. We now listen to a message from our immediate past president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The message is going to be read by a very dynamic lady. She's a two-term MP for Ayawaso West Wugon, the very constituency where this stadium, this beautiful edifice, is built. She's been a deputy minister before. She has actually received an honorary doctorate, both in the international and national circles. She has received many awards. She has served the NPP with commitment and dedication, and she's the first female chief of staff in Ghana. Let us welcome with a round of applause our own very honorable Akosia Frema Osei Opari as she reads a speech on behalf of the immediate past president.
The acting national chairman of the New Patriotic Party and the national executives, the former president, His Excellency John Ajekum Kufuor, the former vice president, Dr. Alhaji Mahamadou Bawumia, and spouse, Hajia Samira Bawumia, the minority leader and members of parliament, members of the National Council and members of the Council of Elders, representatives of political parties present, the diplomatic corps, former ministers of state and other government appointees, regional executives, constituency executives, members of TESCON, members of conference, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I read you the message from His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. I feel a profound sense of gratitude for the trust and cooperation conference has shown me from the days of old, and most particularly during my tenure as president for 2 consecutive terms. It was ever capable because of that our non-consecutive periods in government since the 1992 dispensation began. Firstly, under President John Ajekum Kufuor from the 2001 to 2009. And secondly, myself, that is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, from 2017 to 2025. We have, through it all, demonstrated the resilience of our rank and file against challenges and shown without doubt, as our records have proven, that it is always only under the new patriotic government that Ghana thrives. Today, we gather here at conference as representatives of the teeming mass of party faithfuls across the country to undertake a very important constitutional endeavor. As delegates, it is important to remind ourselves that this crucial representative function for and on behalf of our people transcends being physically present here. Wherever we are from, though we convene here at the University of Ghana, this esteemed institution of learning and history, the acquired sentiments of despair and doubt of the people we are representing today, we most importantly carry their sentiments and expectation and hope. Hope that the key steps we will undertake here will in whole or in part be a formidable effort towards restructuring, rebuilding, and reclaiming the reins of governance of our dear country. And that whilst the path will not always be easy, we will remain deeply proud of the progress made at every step, the lives we touched, and the hope we inspired. Whilst our present situation has been necessitated by circumstances we cannot ignore, I am optimistic through dialogue, mutual understanding, strong commitment to our principles and values, we can rebuild the bridges and restore the unity that has always been our strength. Conference must reflect what we want all to know, that ours is not just a political party, it is a family. And as is typical of every family, we must find ways to reconcile differences and ensure that every member has a place at the table and is up and ready to be counted. We must unleash inherent energy amongst our youth with enough focus on adequate use of our structures like the recently inaugurated Patriotic Institute to empower them and offer them the opportunities to grow. They are no more the future, they are the present. Their energy, innovation, and resilience will be the driving forces behind our progress on this rebuilding journey. Our efforts must be all-inclusive. That is why structures or laws crafted in a bygone era, which notably do not reflect the realities and aspirations of our contemporary existence, must be opened up and critically examined to follow for proper reforms. Severally, I have stated, and today will be no exception, that we must continue to stand firm and united behind the eternally forthright ideals and principles of the Dankwa Dombo Buzia political tradition, which has proven the most suited political tradition on our Ghanaian market. We must make room for belief to replace doubt. For it was out of nothing that our illustrious forebears found purpose in a melting pot of scenic salt pond to bear what has over the years transformed into the formidable political ticket we have in the NPP. Our conduct, therefore, throughout this period, will either reinforce the confidence of the Ghanaian people in the NPP or draw them away from us. Accordingly, I wish us all at the National Annual Delegates Conference, I wish you well and hope that the deliberations will be fruitful. May God bless the new Patriotic Party and us all, and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much, our mother, who has made history, the first ever female chief of staff. Thank you very much. Ma Nyame Nhyira. Thank you, Ma Nyame Nhyira. Okay.
who has the leadership qualities necessary to protect and move forward this extraordinary nation in the next chapter of its progress? Who can lead us to take the next bold steps toward the prosperity and general well-being of every citizen of Ghana? The first focus for those of us in the NPP is 22nd December 2007, when the party's 2008 presidential candidate will be selected by the National Congress. Last week, I completed my nationwide consultation with the rank and file of the party, the renowned water testing exercise, so described by our national chairman. The gathering tour of all 230 constituents of the country in the Upper East region on Sunday, 23rd, 2006.
Ba ni ebeti eso kai hu say life nipa tumi na ma no atwa ahwe no wu nipa tumi na ma no ayare or ya home seizes but it gets to a point obesan sorry or sorry a o hihye no ma yi se na be ye da obeto no e be den o ha obi ama. The party is like a product. Go through the product life cycle. The product cycle. Product life cycle. Your birth, your growth, your maturity, your decline state. We've got decline state, and you understand me. Nanado leaded the party for almost 20 years. How many decades? What you say? So, if now there is a new way for a new leadership, we will have challenges. and we should respect it. But only o papa will fear nen cheso yeniti pain. We have leaders, and the various leaders say in the echo. That is what you do. Ube to me actually them, but won't call bonting and challenge them. One who don't know bonting, one who call for her. NPP, the love for NPP is beyond measure. Amount for do NPP. Yes, amount for bonnie. But say, na yenya BB on within that 8 years now. Where will all be? As I go up, come down, help this one, help this. Say a lot of the old people going out. We the young people are taking.
Thank you very much. Very, very insightful, inspirational messages from our former president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and His Excellency John Agyekum Kufuor. Yada Omwasi. Kukrudu. Conference. Very soon we are going to the second half. But before we do so, a lot of them are here. We thank you very much. Our former appointees, MMDCs, CEOs, board chairpersons. Thank you very much. Let me also say that we are live on several television networks. Now, it is time to take a message from the former vice president. It is time to take a message from the former presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party. Now let's welcome His Excellency, the former vice president, Dr. Alhaj Mahamadou Bawumia, to give us his message.